Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforce Me Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, we're just going to talk about a very basic thing in life. That is, a common expression of shit happens. I got this, you know, uh, script or a quote from Forrest Gump that shit happens. Bad things happen for no reason at all. When there's a problem, it could get worse at any given time. Life does not adjust itself based on what you can manage, based on what's fair or manageable for you or to anyone. Life will just give you bad luck, problems, bad news that you don't even expect. And in some point, it could even break your heart, your soul. And, nobody is ever exempted about that, for that happening. Even the richest man in the world. Shit happens to everybody. Life will never gonna be fair, but we can always learn something from it and come back better and better each time we get our shit together to face life again. Well, I just want to open up to you this so called Murphy's Law. It says that anything can go wrong will go wrong. No matter how happy you are, sad you are, it could even get worse. Murphy's Law could be somehow overwhelming in a way that problems could pile up, often worst possible times. Sometimes life gives people more than what they can handle. Those bad news that we heard, we just happen to know about our family, about our health, in the that could bring us down, break our heart, make us broke. But when we approach it with courage, pessimism, we approach it with all our heart, it will make us stronger. As to another saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And Murphy's Law, problems just pop up with no built in limitations, which means that shit happens with no guarantee that disasters will be manageable. I mean, sometimes in every person in this world, life just happens. Life will just hit you with a brick. It could be from your bad habits compiled or, you know, multiplied, square root over time. Or it could be just, no matter how healthy you are, no matter how good person you are, consistently, life will still give you problems. Problems will always arise as long as we're alive. And the only opportunity that we can have, that we can get out from those problems is just lessons and ideas. How to solve them. How to get through the pain and come back and rise above again. Murphy's Law is not about probability. You know, or should I say, yes, indeed, by chance. I was wrong. It's about probability, but not something personal. It could be, it could be bad luck. No matter how good you are, no matter how beautiful you are, no matter how rich you are, no matter how poor you are, problems will always gonna be there unless you're 6 feet under the ground. Things go wrong in chaotic, imperfect world. That's a guarantee. And Murphy's Law could be slash shit happens slash bad luck. This is all about. I would like to bring this up as in a pessimistic way, that we have to be open about it, so that we can get our shit together to become resilient, and accept those moments that when life happens to hit us with a brick, we have to take it as it is. It is what it is. Life will not give you, you know, things that you can't handle. Although sometimes it's also overwhelming in a way, but you know, when you say life will not give you the things that you can't handle, it's another way for us to really help ourselves get our shit together. You know, it's a kind of a motivational, as you know, motivational saying that we could inflict in ourselves, like we can do this. I mean, there's no choice but face it. And yes, indeed, just to let you know that bad luck happens, and it is inevitable. Nobody is ever exempted about with this life. Disappointments, problems, chaos. Nobody is ever exempted, no matter how rich you are, no matter how beautiful, handsome you are, as long as you are alive. So, once again, just to let you know, life will never be fair. But we can take advantage to it by learning the lessons and becoming better and better over time. And, also in a way that we do our best that we're not going to encounter the same problem again and again and again. Because if that happens, it means that you've never learned the lesson. Problems arise so that we learn. And then so that, when the same problem comes again, we know what to do. We can even prevent it in the most part. And that is the unfair advantage. We know how to fight back, get our shit together no matter how hard it is, no matter how painful it is. We got to face life. So, just to let you know, Murphy's Law does exist every day to everyone, which means that bad things happen for no reason at all. By the way, I'm wearing gloves, to keep my circulations in my finger. So I got to take this. It is what it is. My finger gets cold, and I don't like the feeling of having a cold finger. So I'm not sure if it looks right, but I like it this way. So I hope I shared something valuable today. If you ever love this episode, you can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even in Amazon Music, as well as in X, Twitter, Reinforce Me Club. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely Saturday. Thank you.